Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Oh, wow, my camera settings changed. I look a little bit warmer than normal. It's kind of weird. Yo, what's up, O1 underline? How you doing? I was writing my web pen testing book and I saw the notification. Well, hey, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yo, Dr. K Space, Dark Space, what's up? What's up? 14 months is wild. Thank you so much for the subscription over on Twitch. That costs real money, so I appreciate that. That's awesome. What's going on, everyone over the YouTube land? What's up, Urban? How you doing? First? Yes, you were first. Good evening, gentlemen. What's up, Canio? Let me change this to live chat. There we go. Bash to Bitcoin lessons. I don't know if that makes any sense. Finally caught a live stream? Yo, welcome, welcome. Yes, you have. You have. Welcome. Hopefully that's coming across. Let's see. There we go. Learning to interact with the blockchain through Bash. Yeah, I don't know if those lessons will be coming. I don't know how many people would be interested in that. Especially because what are we going to do? We're going to just fork out to the CLI maybe? If you want to do it in pure Bash, that might be something interesting. But yeah, I don't know how people would feel about that. Always enjoy the As I Lay Dying shirt. An Ocean Between Us album still hits. Yo, 100%. Absolutely 100%, dude. I remember, oh man. Was it An Ocean Between Us? It was. 2007? Is that when that came out? I think it was. Yeah, there's one of my favorite bands, dude. It's so unfortunate when you like learn about the lead singer and all that stuff happening. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is one of my favorite bands. But luckily, my other favorite band, The Lost Prophets, nothing ever bad happens with them, right? Like, dude, I just got bad luck picking bands, apparently. World's first Bash Rug Bowl? Yeah, you got it, you got it. What a great first chat in the Twitch chat. I love that. That's hilarious. What was your inspiration for learning piano? I don't know. I always did it. Like when I was a kid, I just really liked it whenever I was out somewhere and there was a piano. And luckily we had a piano growing up. So yeah, I don't know. I just like it. I just was always drawn to it. Yo, what's up? What's up? My favorite YouTuber? Yo, Boris, what a nice message. I appreciate that. Is there a cryptography module in Bash? I don't even know how to approach that question. What do you mean by module? I mean, there's no real modules. You would just have command line utility. So yeah, the OpenSSL CLI, I guess. Oh, redeem second. I forgot I have a leaderboard going on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, go ahead and redeem first. Someone already did. Go ahead and redeem second. Someone already did. You might be able to redeem third. It's too bright. There we go. Let me pull up my main layout here. Let me turn off. I should make a second layout for this because this is my like recording layout. So the text over is that. And then I have what? The Twitch? No, it's Twitch stream. Where's chat? Yeah, I got things organized, guys. I'm a good streamer. I'm a good streamer. So yeah, if you're over on Twitch chat, this is why you'd want to redeem first, second, or third. You can show up on this beautiful leaderboard. Thank you, Bad Cop, for making this. And it's written in Bash. How crazy is that? We need Illumos streams. I don't even know what to show. I think it'd be fun. I would definitely like to do a video where I install Illumos and show like getting a zone running, because I think that'd be really interesting for people. Because like I could already picture it being like clickbaited, not really clickbaited, but like it's not Linux, it's not FreeBSD, something like that, you know. At this point, just it's not Linux is already big enough. So yeah. Oh, redeem third. I'll go ahead and refresh it for you. There we go. Moving up on the list right there. Check it out. 3 points. Good job. Does MIDI act as regular keystrokes? Could you capture them and do something Bash based on the piano? No, not as regular keystrokes, but yes, theoretically I could capture them. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know if there's like a pseudo device. Maybe on Linux there would be. I don't know on Mac. So Probably. That could be pretty cool. That could be a really fun project, actually. That's a really good idea. Listen, if you keep showing up, man, you'll get to the top of the list. You're absolutely right. Just watched your Bash video game video. Liked it a lot. Yeah, dude, it was super cool for Quazbutt, aka John, to reach out to me in the email. I get a lot of emails from people, and I can't like look through and respond to all of them, so I do feel bad. I try to respond to as many as I can. But I was like, damn, like this is a cool project. Like I definitely want to show it off and dive into it. Yeah, sometimes I get emails from people and they're like, hey, check out my project, and it's the most like vibe coded AI slot that they don't even care about. They'll push one commit to it and then that'll be the end of it. I have no interest in reviewing that. But if it's something you wrote that you care about and you're like passionate about it, then yeah, I'm happy to check those things out. You're a great streamer. No, I just meant that I'm bad at the actual act of stream. Like my setup is just scuffed, you know? The wealth of knowledge you bestow upon us is priceless. Yo, appreciate it. What a nice thing to say. Yeah, zone setup. I think it would be cool to do like a Lumos prepared videos. Maybe not as streams, but prepared videos I think would be kind of fun. Are you familiar with Jart or Cosmopolitan? No idea what either of those things are. You know about some web to learn Linux for free? Nope. I don't know anything about that. Technology Connections did a vid on using a piano keyboard as a regular keyboard. That's really cool. I will have to check that out. I am familiar with Technology Connections. I love his videos. They are so good. He's the reason my Christmas tree that's no longer up had the Vintaglow LED lights on them. I really, really liked that video on just chasing the LED lights from, you know, our collective childhood. I thought that was really neat. Is Open Indiana most maintained? I don't know the answer to that question. I can't speak to that. I personally use OmniOS, but I couldn't tell you what's like more maintained or not. I actually just don't know the answer to that, unfortunately. I do not have any experience with Strudel. Besides knowing what it is and trying it for a little bit and not getting very far, no, I don't have much experience with it. Hey, check this out. Look at this. Oh my God. If you guys are watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're trying to get this to 100,000 subscribers. I think that'd be a ton of fun. And if you're watching on Twitch, go over to my YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Actually, in the chat, I think you can I do Bing YouTube? Let's see if this works. I could probably also do Bing YouTube in the YouTube chat, but it feels like that would be silly and not worth it. So yeah, if you're watching, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Let's get that number really, really big because I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's a GitHub account-specific repo for a truly portable C compiler. Compile C, source 1, run single binary and several operating systems. And oh no, I didn't know about that. Interesting. Yeah, that seems super interesting. Oh, I see. You gave it to me as the GitHub specific, like the username, comma, the project. Okay, I gotcha. 100K soon. Get that plaque, dude. That's the goal. That's the absolute goal, to get that plaque. I think that'd be sick. That'd be awesome. You hinted at a book recently for 2026. Any more thoughts on that? I have put 0 thoughts on that, so don't get excited for that. It's in the back of my mind. It's definitely something I'm considering. I think it'd be a really fun thing. But I just have like other issues, not issues. I have other things on my mind that are higher priority than that. But we are making progress. For anyone who's been following me for like, you know, a while, I can report some good news. The thing that I was dealing with that was the most annoying thing, oh my God, for the past like probably over 9 months it had been, was I don't know if you guys have ever experienced TMJ disorder or the TMJ like facial pain, the soreness that comes with that. I don't wish it on my worst enemies. I was living off of ibuprofen every 4 hours. I finally have a handle on that. I've been seeing a specialist, and for the last couple of months that has been gone. Knock on wood. It has not come back. Go see someone if you are struggling with that, because that is no joke. If you've never experienced it before and you're like, jaw pain, that sounds stupid. Yeah, that, I can understand feeling that way. If you've experienced it, you know what I'm talking about, and it's hell. That is taken care of. Still seeing a specialist for tinnitus and stuff like that, but working through that. And I am seeing someone, I've got some really good news about my nerve issue that I was having in my leg. I basically tell you guys this to say that I've had a lot of weird, stupid, like consistent health things. and they're all being one-on-one, like they're all being dealt with one by one, which is really nice. So TMJ, done, checked, gone. The next thing is the nerve thing in my leg. I might have a possible solution there. I'm getting a nerve conduction test in a couple of weeks. I'm a good candidate for a hydrodissection, which will alleviate some of the issues I've been having in my leg. And that's huge. The tinnitus, I think there's a physical link there. I've been good at being able, I can tune it out with my brain, which is awesome, but I still think there's some sort of physical aspect to it, but we're working through that. My point is, these things have been plaguing me and it made it very difficult to finish the bash course. That's why I was finished at the end of the year, but they are looking like they are going to soon be behind me, which will free up more brain cycles to focus on content creation and maybe working on a bash book and all sorts of stuff like that. So that's what's going on there. He just put out a 7-hour long video. Give him a break. Thank you. That was a ton of work. Like, it seriously was a ton of work. I can't believe it's done and I'm still making videos after it. Go me. Because that was crazy. How do you feel to be an amazing content creator not trying to glaze? Well, listen, you glazed a little bit. Listen, I'm just having fun. I'm hanging out and I try to put out fun videos. That's all I can say. I'm appreciative of anyone and everyone who watches. I have a Patreon with, if you guys can go look it up, it's publicly accessible. Like, I keep the amount of money I make on the Patreon accessible. It's over $700 a month USD. Guys, I didn't think I'd make over $50 a month USD. That was like one of my first goals. So you guys are awesome. I can't believe that so many people watch me and enjoy my stuff. Yeah, jaw and tooth pain is undescribable how miserable it is. Ibuprofen makes tinnitus worse. Yes, that's what I was dealing with. I had to play this fun game of how bad is my jaw today? Do I want to make my tinnitus worse to deal with the jaw pain? It is such a terrible situation to be in. I am so thankful the tooth and jaw pain stuff is behind me. Like, truly behind me. I can actually say, like, I'm cured. Like, go see, if you're struggling with this, please go see someone. I mean it. I mean it. It is, you deserve to live a better life. Oh, man. Yo, bro, caught you on stream. Love your content. Yo, appreciate it. Thank you. Unfortunately, the bundle of nerves with the jaw is absolutely one of the most painful after one's cornea. Yeah, I would believe that. I would absolutely believe that. Jaw issues can cause tinnitus. I was hopeful for that because they started coming on around the same time. But unfortunately, my jaw issues went away and the tinnitus did not budge. So I was hoping they would be linked. They're not. Hey, at least one thing is taken care of, but it, ugh, man, it's tiring. This stuff is just tiring. It just makes you tired at the end of the day. So, yeah. So that's where we are. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Killer Boy? How you doing? Nerve in the legs are no joke. I have medium nerve damage and it feels like electric shocks. It's the worst thing, dude. I'm sorry to hear about the nerve damage. I just had a ultrasound myself and it looks like there's no nerve damage. Knock on wood, because I'm getting the nerve conduction test. We'll find out in 2 weeks or so if there actually is damage or not. It looks like it might just be a simple compression, but I know the sensation you're talking about. It is so hard to explain it to people where it's like, oh yeah, sometimes it feels like electric shocks. Sometimes it feels like a knife is stabbing you. And sometimes if you stand still too long, it feels like hot lava is pouring down your leg. It makes no sense, but that's what it feels like. And it is just the weirdest thing. And if I lean over something, if I bump into a table or something, I send the table flying across the room because I have I don't feel the fact that I bumped into something. It's awful. It is awful. Yeah. Let's see. My inability to sleep is translated to another viewer. Well, welcome. People say that they sleep through my streams because I end up just talking to chat most of the time, and if not, I'm like programming, and it's actually kind of relaxing for people, so I appreciate it. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff here in the YouTube chat. If I missed your message in the YouTube chat, you have a question for me and I didn't answer it, go ahead and re-ask it. I won't be offended if you do that a lot. Do you stress a lot because it makes it worse? I am doing my best to not stress. The problem is it became a positive feedback loop of I was a pretty stress-free guy, and then this stuff started coming on, so then I started stressing about this stuff, and you get into the death spiral, it went until I stack overflowed on stress, and then was like, okay, well, I got to do something. So trying to get that under wraps. Let's see. What happens when I execute a bash script if my shell is ZSH? If you execute a bash script where you call bash at the beginning of it, it'll execute in bash. If your bash script has a bash shebang at the top of it, it'll execute in bash. If your bash script is not called with bash at the beginning of it and it does not have a bash shebang, then it will execute in ZSH and it may or may not work. Caught your Vim short earlier today and was excited to see that. I haven't watched all of your content, obviously, but you inspired me to finally learn Vim through Vim Tutor. It's finally making sense. Yo, I love hearing that. That's awesome. That short is actually a small excerpt from my 7-hour bash course. So, not to like shill my own course, but I do go over a little bit more Vim stuff. There'll be more Vim shorts coming out in the future because I basically went through that course and cut it up all into short form content. Oh man, office chair has been damaging my legs for years. Got a standing desk November last year for work. That with desk exercises has done wonders. Yo, that's amazing to hear. I have a treadmill desk that I use. I don't use it as much as I should, but I can say that it is so much nicer than not sitting all day. Oh man. Did I see a cardboard cutout of you in the thumbnail? Yo, kidding me? Absolutely, dude. My buddy got that for me for Christmas a couple years ago. I love it. I love it. Oh, hello. Do I suck at programming? Yes. Yes, you do. Rock Andrew, you suck at programming. Absolutely. I wore this shirt specifically for you, actually. I like to use spotlighting the Bash Games creator. Yo, I love that. I love when people share things with me and I can just show off their projects. This is not a good thing or a bad thing. I just will let you know that certain videos, sometimes when I showcase other people's work, they don't do as well in the algorithm. I don't get as many views. I don't care. I'm not beholden to brands. This isn't my business. I don't live off of sponsorships. I don't care. I would rather show off someone's cool work that I'm excited to show off for a small audience that cares about it than chase virality. Don't get me wrong. I love chasing viral videos. I'm not trying to be holier than thou and say that I'm above that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I love that I have the freedom to show off that stuff. I think it's really, really, really cool. Do you work remotely? Yes, I do. Hi from Sri Lanka. Ooh, finally caught a Linux live stream. Yeah, welcome. I'm new to Linux and your bash course helped a lot. That's awesome, man. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Would love to hear more positive messages about when you quit work for a bit. About to go on a sabbatical and I'm really excited but terrified. IT burned me out after 25 years. Listen, 25 years, you've earned it. Listen, 10 years, you've earned it, okay? 25 years, you've definitely earned it. I can't say enough good stuff about it. I can't. I'm going to pause right here, right now. It was one of the best times of my life. I didn't work for a year and a half. I have a whole video where I talk about it. It was the most refreshing thing I have ever done. I'm like low key fighting the urge to do it again, okay? Like low key, I'm fighting the urge because it was so fun. It was so rewarding. It was the best. My stress melted away. It was everything I needed. I can't say this will be the same for everyone, but in your situation, it sounds like this is what you need as well. So, dude, I'm stoked for you if you're about to do that. That's great to hear. Any cool ed tricks? I've been thinking about doing a video on ed. I think it'd be kind of fun. Oh, Richard. Hey, Dave. Good to see you online. Your course has been excellent, sir. I am so glad I bought it. It's worth every dollar spent. I'm so glad I found you. Thank you. Thank you so much for buying the course. I appreciate that so much. I typed in my own URL wrong. Oh, but I set up a thing because I'm awesome. Yeah, you can check it out. You can go to course.ysap.sh and here is my bash course. Guess what? You can buy it for the low, low price of $0. It's completely free. You can pay $10 USD if you want it. You can name your own price if you want to. One guy gave me $50 USD for this course. I appreciate it so much. You get a DRM free download if you do. But yeah, go check it out if you want to learn bash. So much appreciated, dude. Let's see. What's your opinions on LLM stuff nowadays? I can give that opinion later. I have some spicy opinions when it comes to that. Hello. Yo, what's up, Persian Prince? How you doing? Trying to get into corpo tech support job, hoping to make enough money to quit said job. Listen, there's a lot. I always think about making enough money to quit. Oh, that's like something, the only thing that keeps me going in life. Your deep dive into bash games was super cool. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm glad people enjoy the deep dives. Like I said, they don't do as well in the algorithm, but I enjoy them. So I'm glad that there are people out there who enjoy them, even if it's not everyone. I think that's great. I'll head out now, man. Can't stay for too long. Very late for me. Also, my birthday. Well, it's past midnight, so technically the time has passed. But that was my birthday today. Yo, BYK, happy birthday. I don't know if you're still here or not, but have a happy birthday. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, let's see. Yes, I have to agree. I am retiring after 40 years. You are the one who has inspired me to stop working and enjoy life. Hey, listen. That's amazing. If you are in a position where you can retire, if this is not like, I don't want to encourage people just to quit their job and go be destitute and homeless. That's not what I want to encourage at all. But like, I don't know, man. Like at a certain point, you've worked enough. Like, yeah, like not that you, let me rephrase. You've worked for someone else and made your money and participated in that way enough. Now it's time to go work for yourself and maybe work, maybe not work, but do what you're passionate about. Like, yeah, dude, you've earned it. That's awesome. Hey, Dave, I found your channel and I'm currently working through a 7-hour course as someone new to bash scripting. It's helping immensely. Thank you. Yo, I love it. I love all the positive comments you guys have to say about the course. I appreciate that. It's so nice. You can buy my course for $6.9. Yeah, you can buy my course for whatever price you want. You can go pay $1 for it if you wanted to. You can go get it for free right now. Yeah, I don't care. I have paid for Udemy courses that are put to shame by your content. I have gotten messages from people saying that. I have gotten emails from people saying, dude emailed me and he was like, yo, I have spent $2,000 on courses that were not even 10% as professional as yours was. Thank you. I record these in my house with my own setup. Okay. I'm not a professional here, but judging by what else is out there, maybe I am. You know what I mean? So, yo, I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone telling me that. It's awesome. Quit tech, go become a farmer. Listen, we've already covered Dylan on my channel who did that. He's the GOAT, actually. So if you haven't seen that video where I talk about Dylan Araps or Araps, I should learn how to pronounce his name. It's probably not Araps. I think that's my American accent coming out. Dylan, the author of like NeoFetch, Kiss Linux, all sorts of fun projects, the Bash Pure Bible. I made a video on him and how he quit tech to go become a farmer, and that was super cool. A follow-up to that video, which you guys don't know about, this is an exclusive here, he actually reached out to me, so we've messaged each other a couple different times. He was super appreciative. It was awesome. I was able to ask him questions. He's doing well. He is thriving. I won't share anything without his permission. I can just say that he's doing well. He's doing very well, and I love that. It was all positive vibes. It was super cool. I'm so thankful that he reached out. That was awesome. Whew. All right, let me, I don't want to miss messages from you guys, but I'm becoming too big of a content creator. Let me just, pat myself on the back. But now I get too many chat messages, so it's hard to keep up with all of them. You know what I mean? Double-edged sword. I did go through the course, just finished chapter 1. Well done. Nice job. I bought your course, but I had to finance it. Hey, you know what? I can't give financial advice, but that's probably not a good one. Please don't take out loans to buy my course. Oh man, how did you go about learning Bash? I have a whole video on my channel dedicated to that. Just Google or search why Bash is what the channel's or what the video is called. But yeah, so I go over it all there. I don't want to jump back into it, but it's a boring story. It's not a super amazing fun story. It's just a boring story. Oh man, I'm not in the position to get retired. I was never really employed. I can't quit if I don't technically work here. Love your videos, dudes. Decade deep back-end dev, DevOps engineering guy. I love finding new bashisms. Yo, dude, it's awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. I have no idea what I'm passionate about other than maybe reading and playing video games. Listen, those two passions are totally valid. And if you're working 24/7, you won't have time to find out what you're passionate about. You got to be bored to find out what you're passionate about. You got to have nothing and then figure out what keeps coming back. You don't get to choose what you're passionate about. You get to discover it about yourself. That's what I've learned. After 70 years, I feel I've earned my time off. So now I'm going to spend life doing what I want to do. Some woodworking. Hey, without giving too much away, but where are you located? Yeah, dude, I'm on the East Coast of the US. That's as specific as I usually get. But listen, man, after 70 years, yeah, I think you've earned it, man. I definitely think you've earned it. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. It was a great course. I retired last year after 35 years as a systems programmer and I learned a ton from it. Now I'm using for better workflow, my passion project. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so happy you guys are getting something out of the course. I appreciate it. I'm glad I could release it for free. When you send a message and immediately leaves the screen, don't worry. I have 2 separate chats open. So I have Twitch chat separately. So I can look back and forth. That's why it seems like I might be reading things out of order. I don't look at a unified chat on my end. Let's see. When open source Bash written Discord replacement. Listen, I put out a short video talking about the Ring Super Bowl commercial, the Ring camera Super Bowl commercial. I was considering putting out another video talking about Discord. I don't know. Okay, let me actually ask you guys a question. Although this is super biased. You guys are in my live stream. If I started experimenting with putting out long form or, YouTube videos 10, 15 minute long where I talked about things like that, like the Discord upload your ID or do a facial sweep thing, would that be enjoyable to people? It's not coding related. It's just sort of like in our tech wheelhouse. So would that be interesting for people? I don't actually know, but like I have definitely wanted to talk about that because, dude, it's so annoying, man. Oh man, I have so many thoughts on it. So hell yeah. What's going on Twitch? Oh, what is this notification? H. Henry stream is rating with a party of 6. Yo, what's up, Henry? Thank you for the raid. Oh my god, what a hunk. Stop it. Oh my god, Henry, what a babe. Oh my god. Gorgeous. Yeah, what's up, Henry? How you doing? There's a reaction for you. Yo, Henry, hope you had a good stream. Thank you for the raid. Oh my god, that is so nice of you. Oh man, we got view. Oh man, look at this. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Henry, for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Your course means a lot more than you know. I had a stroke this year, and I've been using your course to relearn how to use my terminal. I had done tech for decades, and I've lost most of my memory and skills. It's making a huge difference. Dude, I don't even know what to say to that. That is an incredible comment to receive. Wow, I don't even know how to react to that. That is amazing. Dude, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are getting something out of the course. I wish you well. What an amazing comment to receive. I'm so sorry that happened to you, but like I'm so glad I could even play a small role in trying to help you like relearn this stuff. I'm glad that I could give you the resources and you can put in the work yourself, which you're doing. I'm flustered, man. What an incredible comment. I don't even know. What do you even say to that, dude? I'm so happy for you. Oh my god. Whew. Henry says, always doing well when I'm laying eyes on you. Oh my god, right back at you, Slick. Oh my god. If you're watching me on Twitch, go check out Henry. Oh my god, I love Henry. One of my best friends right there. Amazing cosplayer. Plays a lot of fun games on stream. Just an overall an amazing person. Like when you oh man, I am honored to know Henry in my life. That's all I can say. I feel like if you're deeply interested in talking about things, it'll be solid. If you're just saying stuff to be current but don't care about it, then things would suck. That's great feedback. Yes, thank you. Because I don't want to just talk about like what Discord's doing with the ID verification stuff because it's trending. I want to talk about it because it's deeply like personal. It's deeply important to me. That's a really good point. Like I hope my audience keeps me honest. If I ever seem like I'm chasing trends, call me out because I don't want to do that. I have no interest in doing that, but it's just sometimes news comes out where I'm like, oh my God, I almost feel like this is gonna, I don't want to sound too like narcissistic, but like I have a decently sized platform, especially on like YouTube and short form. Like I feel like I should be talking about some of the stuff that matters. You know what I mean? I love long form content. It allows me to sit back and listen while I focus on my projects. I hate when creators that used to take their time and develop hour-long content switch to teaser shorts. Yeah, I mean, I'm all over the place. I'll release a lot of short form, and then people who only know me for short form will complain that I don't go deeper into topics. I'm like, dude, go to my YouTube. I have videos that are over like 3 hours long talking about this stuff. Don't ever accuse me of not going deep into some of this stuff. Yo, Casper, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Random Logic, dude. That's super nice. I appreciate that. What a nice thing to do. Oh, man. Oh, wow, my insomnia made me catch a live stream. All content consumed thus far is appreciated. Thank you, Dave. Yo, thank you. Thank you, Uncle Cthulhu. What a wild name. I don't think I pronounced that right. Oh, man. Yeah, welcome, everyone. Yeah, Henry, yeah, I'm looking at you. Oh man, thank you for the Prime subscription, Sanrio. That's not right. Yo, thank you for the tier 1 subscription, Casper. Oh my god, you are awesome. I appreciate that so much. Exactly, it's why I love the Cathode Ray dude. He talks about things with passion and makes everything he talks about so interesting. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, exactly. I am interested in ID verification. I am employed by an IAM company. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, of course. So yeah, I definitely think I need to make some content on that. I probably won't like react to it on stream. I'll do it in my own time and make a long form video about it so I can more clearly think about my thoughts. I like to keep these streams a little bit lighter. I know other content creators would just do it on stream and cut it up and put it as a VOD, but that's just not for me. Let's see. Oh, YouTube chat. I'm so sorry. I've fallen behind. So if I've missed your thing in YouTube chat, go ahead and re-ask it. I won't be upset. But I'm getting a lot of positive feedback about talking about Discord, so that's so good. I've listened to your 7-hour video almost 5 times now. 15 is easy. Dude, you've listened to it more than I have. That's crazy. Oh man, would be good as long as you don't fall down the Luke Smith schizo rabbit hole from doing it. Is Luke Smith the guy? I think I've seen his videos. He did a lot of tech content, then he disappeared for a while, then he came back bald in the woods, and now he disappeared again, right? Am I thinking of the right guy? Yeah, I would definitely make a separate playlist for those type of videos. I try to playlist my stuff as best as I can. Yeah. I can't pay $7 on the Ko-Fi because I'm out of the US. Hey, BYK, if you would like a license from me to go download it, it's on the honor system, so only download it if I give you a license. But if you would like one from me, I will gift you one for free. Here you go, me. This is me giving you a license. I've had people in my Discord say that they weren't able to purchase it for X, Y, and Z reason. Go ahead and download it on me. Like, I'll cover that for you. I don't mind if you go and download it for free. In fact, if anyone isn't familiar with my Bash scripting course, if you've already paid, you can get your download link here. You click this, and then this advanced download system uses the honor system. So please make sure you've paid before downloading the file. So there you go. So please make sure you paid before using the file, but you, BYK, I can give you a license for it. No, I'll pay it. All right, then fine. License revoked, BYK. You have to pay for it now. All right. You don't get your license until you pay for it, BYK. Will you be coding a live simple shell in C as a toy and a side project? I don't know if I'll be coding that live. Maybe I will be, but I definitely am going to be making a video on that. So I will be coding that sometime. Maybe I'll do it live. I haven't decided yet if that's what I'm going to do. Sending my thanks for the course. I just finished my session for the day. Plan to donate come Friday. Much love. Yo, appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's super awesome of you guys to donate. I think Bash is dead because of AI. Claude can do just everything from the command line. Cool. I disagree. Yeah, what else do we got here? Hello, it's me again. What's up, Software Deployed? How you doing? I think the ANSI move cursor codes are bugged. Passing -1 doesn't move. Passing 0 moves the cursor down. Passing 1 does the same. I thought 0 was supposed to move you to the home thing. I know they're one index, so yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into that. I'm making a new launcher to suit my needs, but I suck at programming, so I'm doing a little vibe coding. Should I feel guilty? That's a very loaded question, and I will talk about your question later. Should you feel guilty? I have such nuanced thoughts about that. That actually talks about licensing and intellectual property rights and training, ethically sourcing training materials. So I'm going to withhold answering that question for now. But hey, making a new launcher sounds pretty cool. I was randomly recommended Luke Smith's cleaning up home video the other day. Down a rabbit hole, I discovered recommending chmod -$W home to help fix that problem. That's interesting. I'd have to take a look into that. Sudo get feet. Dude, what a wild comment. Popped in to say I love your videos. Maybe start learning Bash. Love it. Love to hear that. That's so good. All right, what's going on here? I've neglected Twitch chat. Sorry. Would you do some over-the-wire stream at some point? I have been asked that by multiple people. I don't even fully know what it is. So I'll have to look up what it is. I think it's like challenges, right? Like terminal challenges. Maybe. I've never done one. I don't really know what they are. But if people think they'd be fun, maybe I could add that to my list, my ever-growing list. Oh, man. Does 0 move to your home thing even if you are drinking caffeine-free coffee, or do you need proper caffeine to correctly do so? Oh, man, if you're going to program, people will tell you absolutely need caffeine. I don't think that's true, but my leg is shaking and I've had a lot of caffeine today. So, who am I to judge? $2 super chat over in YouTube. Thank you, Full Stack Dave. Appreciate it. How about a separate channel for those issues? Are you talking about like if I were to talk about like not breaking news, but like more news stuff and less programming stuff? Yeah, I think I would do that. Like kind of how big creators do a second channel where they do like more live stream stuff. I could definitely see doing that. I think if I keep it to a very minimal amount, I would do it on this channel, like 1 or 2 videos here. But if I find myself doing it like multiple videos in a row, then it's like, okay, I probably need a second channel. Definitely if I were to become a full-time streamer and cut up these into VODs, yeah, that's second channel worthy. I don't want to pollute the first channel with that. But for now, I want to stay away from a second channel just because it's just too much to manage. But I don't plan on making a lot of like React style content. But if I became a Reactor, yeah, definitely. What's your take on Rust, if any? Hype or helpful? Oh man, I didn't realize there was so much Rust hate on the internet. You guys are so weird. Not you guys in the chat, but dude, I like Rust. I think it's a fun language. That's about it. Like that's as deep as my thoughts are on that. I think it's pretty cool. I've written some software in Rust. I've rewritten stuff from Bash to Rust because of a speed improvement. Like I think it's cool. Like I literally don't have crazy polarizing opinions on that. Jolt Cola or Tab are the only options if you want to be elite. Oh man, Jolt Cola and Tab are old school, dude. We drink White Monster Energy. I love a White Monster. Oh my god, they're so good. I love Monster Energy. Oh man. I'm gonna lurk. Partner getting out of work. Have a good night. Tell your partner I said I love her. But yeah, love you, Henry. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you. It's super nice, man. Yo, Casper, gifting the tier 1 subs, dude. You're so awesome. Thank you, Casper. Look at you. You are a legend over here. Much appreciated, Casper. Let me scroll back up. I've been missing some YouTube stuff over here. Caffeine. Yeah, I can get down with that. Yo, EXCP, thank you so much for the 10 SAR super chat. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what that currency is or what it even translates to into USD. I don't care. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. No one has to donate, but it's much appreciated when you guys do. I think that's super cool. Like, don't feel like you ever have to donate. I'm never going to guilt people into that. I have a day job, okay? Don't worry. I do this stuff for fun. RM-RF no preserve root. There is a ton of history. I could make a whole video on that as to the no preserve root and how Illumos got around that issue of accidentally deleting your root directory. Brian Cantrell has a really cool lightning talk where he talks about it. I think it's really, really neat. There's a lot of fun history that goes into that, how GNU added that flag. Yeah, I think there's a real missed opportunity that nobody calls a bash with a $sign. Dude, I agree with that. Please do stuff with Ansible. Oh man, I've never done Ansible. What is it? Ansible with Microtic? Am I saying that right? Microtic? I don't know. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Linux servers, what you think about Ansible. I've only used Ansible a little bit. I should probably talk about that stuff, just like configuration management and, like immutable systems is the next sort of like logical progression of that. I definitely have thoughts about it, but I've just never worked with it myself too much. I worked at a place that used Puppet and then Chef. And every place I've worked that used Puppet and Chef use them incorrectly. Now I've had a place that uses Ansible and they use it incorrectly. I don't know if anyone can use it incorrectly or use it correctly. Sorry. I wrote my own in Bash a long time ago and I actually use it on my own servers. I should probably make a video talking about that. That'd be a ton of fun, but that's a totally separate thing. Okay. I'm wild. Are there vulnerabilities in Bash that you found? No, nothing that I have found. Okay, I paid you $7. I want to do 6.9, but Kofi does not go into cents. Yo, thank you so much, BYK. Enjoy your license that you have earned now officially. I think pretty much all major languages are good when used for their intended purposes. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not like a language hater, and I'm also not like religious towards languages. I do try to be realistic about things. I think the C programming language will outlive us all. I'm sorry. But when people say C is dead, it's like, go ahead and mark that on a chart and I could have a whole list of every time someone said C is dead. I just don't think that's happening. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Ah, 2.6 USD for Saudi, is it Riel? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I appreciate it. Docker kind of obsoletes Ansible and SaltStack. Yeah, I'd have to look more into it. I just don't know much about that, to be honest. BYK, I'll head out now. The video's downloading and I paid. Look forward to more information and useful content. Good night, everyone. Yo, thank you. And I hope your leg gets better. Thank you. You're so nice. Yeah, we'll find out in a couple weeks when I get that nerve conduction test. And then hopefully it's just a simple hydrodissection of the nerve. And then I will get feeling again in my leg. If anyone's curious, it is called neuralgia paresthetica of my right thigh. My right thigh is numb and it has been for almost 2 years now. It is a completely weird thing. I don't know how else to talk about it. It's a weird thing. Please, configuration management would be real interesting. Okay, then I think I have to. It seems like people really want that. Casper, I really enjoyed the end of the course. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't want to spoil it, but I kept that one at the end because I thought it'd be a really, really fun way to go out. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. I feel like I popped off with the end of the course. I'm very proud of that. I like writing C. I think C is kind of fun, but I understand what you mean. You have that thigh thing? Do you really, Dan? That's crazy. Yeah, I've had it for like over 2 years now. I've gone to doctors. I've lost weight. I did physical therapy. It managed the pain, but it's still just completely numb. So now I'm seeing orthopedics and like a specialist for it, and I've already got an ultrasound of the nerve. So if you're looking into it too, go take a look at it because I'm still hopeful. I made my website inspired from yours. Yo, that's awesome. Are you able to curl your website? That's super cool if you did. Like how COBOL has endured. That's the great way of saying it. It's going to endure. Absolutely. Best wishes for your leg. Didn't know about that. Yeah, thank you. Luckily, it doesn't impact my like motor ability. It's just a sensory nerve. So like I still can live my life totally normally. So don't feel bad for me. I'm dealing with it, you know. You had too much fun with it. Listen, I know I did. How is it every time I want to leave, start a topic I'm interested in? Will it be a C course? No. Maybe in the future, but not now. Nothing at the same depth of Bash. Bash course came about because I'm the Bash guy and I know Bash that well. I'd have to really learn these other languages. I'm going to be totally honest with you. So probably no. Only here and there, though, not 100%, just oddly here and there. Yeah, that can happen. I mean, you probably already know this. Wearing heavy utility belts and tight clothing and stuff can cause that. Mine was just, it came on slowly over the course of 6 months. I started losing feeling, and now it's just completely numb, shut off. Nothing fixes it or makes it better. So I'm a pretty weird case. There's not many people that experience it in the same way that I do. But yeah, because every doctor's like, oh, so it comes in and out? Like, they just expect that to be the case. I'm like, no, it doesn't, actually. I just have no feeling. Just shut off. Oh, man. Just came from your your arcade games and Bash video, seeing animation with ASCII is straight magical. Bash or not. Dude, isn't it? I love them. I think they're so fun. What languages do you use in your 9 to 5? A lot of Rust, a lot of Bash, mostly Rust, and a lot of Perl, legacy Perl stuff, and randomly Python. Just saw you as a recommended live video, so I just started watching. I love bashing. Yo, welcome. We do a lot of Bash on this channel. So, yeah, you were in the right place. Bash for WASM would be wild. I have some crazy fun ideas for compiling Bash in weird places. I've been thinking about doing a video where I compile Bash for the Nintendo 64. I don't know what would be required with that, but like, you know, just fun videos like that. No, I've never tinkered with Fourth, so I don't have much experience there. Yeah, you love the ending of the course? Yeah, the Fork Bomb is a great way to end it. Opinions on OpenClaw? I don't have any opinions on it. I don't use AI or anything typically in my day-to-day. Opinions on WSL? I use Windows to play Overwatch and Fortnite. I don't know much about it, to be honest. 69 people watching. Yo, hey, awesome. That's a great thing. If you're on YouTube and you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go and hit the subscribe button. Look at that. We're at 85,000. I want to hit 100,000 by the end of April. I would like to hit that. That's my goal. That's a tough goal, but I would like to hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel. And you guys will get sick of me holding up that silver play button. If Linux ever makes a movie, they should cast you. Appreciate it. The world honestly needs more awesome people like you. Finding your channel randomly on YouTube feels like a real blessing. Yo, what a nice thing to say, dude. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Moved over to Nobara Linux in November. I don't know that one. But a tech nerd for decades, have never had a mind for programming nor the math skills. As a consequence, ended up slowly learning the Linux system layout and dipped into customizing my Bash RC, and then said, hell, I'll learn a little bit more, and stumbled onto you in the journey. Rock on, man. Good content. Fun to listen to, and I'm learning too. Yo, what a nice comment, dude. I'm happy for you and excited for your journey. The Bash game dev. I love the Bash game idea. Yeah, dude, I'm so glad that people share cool projects with me. So like if you have cool projects, email to me or put it in my Discord or whatever, and I may or may not make a video about it. I can't promise I'm going to make a video. I can't showcase everyone's project, okay? I have too big of an audience, and what a blessing. But, you know, I like to show people's things when I can. We need Dave's sultry voice in the next Blender movie. Hey, man, I would be happy to do that. That'd be so much fun, dude. What was it, like Big Bunny? What was the... Oh, man, the Blender movie. I can't think of what it was. The bunny one. And there was the dragon one, too, right? I don't know. CashOS. Yeah, I've heard of that. I only know much. I don't know much about it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Dave, you are my goat. Thank you. Bash on the Nintendo 64. I've been hyper fixating on Lua from Minecraft and was toying with porting some Linux programs Oh, nice. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. I've never really messed with ZSH much, and I've definitely never messed with like new shell or fish. I mean, I think they're cool, but like I just don't know much about them. I've never needed anything beyond what I have here. Big Buck Bunny. Okay, I had Big Bunny and Buck Bunny, so I was close. I was close. Okay, those are just the two I remember off the top of my head. I didn't know they make one every year. I really got to look into those then. That's cool. Ray Tracer for what? The frame buffer? Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it'd be super fun. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to go grab a drink. I will be right back. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You legally have to. So I'll be right back. All right, so no one subscribed since I left, so I will be ending stream unless we raise a certain amount of money. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine if I was like that? Oh man, that'd be so funny. A&W. Does that smell weird? No, I'm just crazy. A&W, zero sugar, cream soda. Delicious. Oh man. Incredible. It's funny thinking, man, I suck at programming and YouTube leads me to your channel. Yeah, dude. You are not alone there. That's so funny. Do you happen to watch Mr. Robot by any chance? No, I have not. I've never seen it. I have some friends that are in security and they like it. They say it's very true to how things are, so I think it's cool. I've been meaning to watch it. It's on my list, so is Silicon Valley, but I've just never watched it. Do you run a Lumos on hardware or virtual? I tried to test it under Hyper-V and I was not happy. I run it on actual hardware. So, yeah, this is running on actual hardware. So it's a pretty beefy machine. Look at that, 256 gigs of RAM. I'm rich over here. I bought this before it was expensive. Silicon Valley is freaking amazing. When I came out, I couldn't watch it because I was living in San Francisco at the time, working for a startup, and it just felt too close to home. It's like working in an office and watching Office Space. I was like, I can't do this, dude. It's just, I just feel like I'm at work. Like I don't come home from work to go back to work. What are we coding today? Any cool tricks today? We're going to find out. I do have a plan to work on some code for a future video, but we've just been yapping for an hour, so who knows if I actually code anything. We'll see. What do you think about the new dev and their total reliance on AI? I have so many thoughts on this. I've been meaning to make a video on this. I want to make a whole video where I break down AI and talk about it, but I can tell you that I don't love it. I think people are robbing their brains of being able to problem solve in a good way. But then I'm also critical of myself. And I'm like, am I just an old person who's afraid of a calculator? Is that happening? So I struggle with really working through my thoughts on that. So I would like to actually sit down and think about this stuff and give you a more nuanced answer. Hi, Unk. Yo, what a comment. Hey, so YSAP curl is slightly wider than 80 columns, which is my terminal. Oh, I do care enough to narrow it. I would like it to be 80 columns or less. I never thought about actually looking at the space of it. I'd have to, I'll curl and we'll see what it is. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Discord and hope you make a video on it. My friend spun up a Zulip self-host for us. Yeah, I'm going to make a long form video on it. I've decided, just because it seems like enough people are interested in it. So my thoughts will be coming out, but it'll be on YouTube. And I haven't actually made the video yet. But I'll give you my abridged version. Bad, very bad. Don't think it's a good thing. Don't think it's a good thing. Think about the children is not a good argument to enact mass surveillance from a company that can have a single leak, which they've already had in the past, and lose all our data. It's a very bad thing. I don't think it's a good road to go down. That's my abridged version. What do you... I already read that. Can I share my installed bash script for Fedora on Discord so anyone can benefit? I don't say I did it right, but it works great, or anywhere else I can post it. Yeah, you can share stuff in the Discord. Oh my god, I don't mind about that. Please, if you have projects you think are cool and you want to show off, share it. If it's like AI vibe coded slop and you're just trying to advertise, don't do that. But if it's like a project you care about and you think is cool or you want some feedback or something, yeah, share it. That's what it's for. That RAM, oh my god, I know, dude. I'm just showing off. Used to be certified in Solaris 8 and 9, then you will feel right at home with the Lumos. Obviously, some things have changed, but for the most part, it's the same, which is really, really nice. So, like, that's why I'm lost when I go on, like, people's machines. Because I'm over here, like, DLadium, show fizz to, like, look at my physical interfaces and stuff like this. Linux doesn't have any of those commands. Yeah, I feel completely lost. My SVCS for SMF. I don't have my SMF wrapper on here. I gotta finish that up. I made an SMF, like, wrapper command. Yeah, I made this little wrapper command. So instead of having to run, if you're a Solaris guy, you know this, SVCS to list your services, I can run SMF list, and it gives it to me in this output, which admittedly is a lot of color. I like color, but like I can see if the service is running real quick. I can see when it was started. I can see if it has a contract ID and the number of PIDs that are associated with it. So I really, really like that one. So I could just like list, what else do I have? I could do like status. Give me the status of the SSH service. I can see that it's online. It was started 2 months ago. It has this contract. The PID, 518 PIDs. Oh, because of all the sub. Yeah, that makes sense. 8 dependencies, 8 dependents. I can get a long listing of it with -L, and I can list the dependencies and list the dependents of it and see if they're running or not. So I've been meaning to like clean this code up and put it somewhere. But this is something that most people don't do Illumos. So this is not something that would go in a long form video. Most people don't know Illumos, so I don't think they would find this that interesting. Hey, Mr. Dave. What's up, Grant? How you doing? He's got RAM. Get him, everyone. Dude, so true. An LLM taught me set-o no clobber exists. The code it gave me was bad, but I just rewrote it. Yeah, no clobber is a great thing. I love no clobber for not accidentally overwriting a file. Super useful for like making lock files or something if you don't want to make a lock directory. The new gambling addiction, use AI. Oh, I could make a whole video on the prevalence of gambling in the United States and how it's bad, and I don't like these prediction markets. And I say that as someone who enjoys gambling. I like to go to the casino and play slots, but I like to do it responsibly. I don't like the way that it's being pushed in our society. But I say that as someone who, you know, I love ripping on some Baoju Zhaofu slot machines. Like, you know what I mean? I say the most niche thing and then I say, you know what I mean? No, I don't think most of you know what that means. And that's good. Don't gamble. When you fired up truss in your last video, it brought memories. Dude, I had to look up the syntax for strace because I didn't know how to do it. I wrote the truss first, and then I was like, now I gotta look up strace and figure out how to do it. That's awesome, though. I'm so glad to hear it. I agree. The quote for the children has always been a weak excuse. You give up your identity to a company that asks, then nothing on the internet will be private again, ever. Exactly. And then they partner with the government. And it's like, okay, so we're just one step removed from a mass surveillance state. It's not a good thing. Everyone enjoys gambling when they're winning. Oh yeah, that's the worst thing. Like if you go to the casino, the worst thing that can happen to you is you hit a jackpot and you walk out with a hand pay or something. Now you're just like hooked on that feeling. Oh man. When people are on the fence about going to the casino, I hope they go there with their $20, they put in the machine and they lose it and they never want to go back. That's like the best thing that can happen for you in the long run. Is there a way to access a website that's only available on the remote machine I've SSH into, but view it in my local browser? Yes. I don't remember the syntax off the top of my head, but you are looking for remote or local port forwarding. So SSH has that built in with a -R or a -L. I don't remember which one. I have a video on my channel where I talk about it. I have to go look up my own video to remember the syntax for it because I don't use it that often. But yes, there's a way to do that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Hi, you suck at programming. I landed my first real job this week. I'll need to change from Linux to Mac. Is it too hard to get used to? Thank you for your classes. They helped me a lot in the past year. Yo, congratulations. That's awesome. That's super cool to hear. I never really bothered with Linux on the desktop that much. Going from Linux on the desktop to Mac on the desktop is really not that bad. Typically places I've worked have had Linux on the server, so like the server environment has always been the same. But no, I don't think it'll be that hard. Datadyne from Perfect Dark? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. That's what I call my data server. Perfect Dark, man. Goated game. Absolutely goated game. How many OSs do you have running right now? I mean, look at this machine. This is a hypervisor, so let's go ahead and list the zones. Also, if you're the Solaris guy, you have, what do you have, zone admin list? Yeah, that's great to see my zones like this, but we have Z-Adium, so I can run this and I can see everything that's going on here. So we have some Void Linux installed. We have, I think one of these is FreeBSD. I don't remember which one. You suck at politics channel when? Oh man, I'd be great at doing political content. I wouldn't want to, but I'd be great at it. I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of things. I just don't talk about certain thoughts on the internet. It's just not, it has nothing to do with programming. Yeah, I got a niche down, so. I suck at programming, but after watching your bash course, I suck a little less. A little less. Thank you. What a nice compliment, and I'm happy for you. That's awesome. Something like SSH-L. Yeah, the port, the thing, the port. Yeah, exactly. You got it over in the Twitch chat. So if you're in YouTube chat, go ahead and look at my screen and try to find that Twitch chatter's message because that is the syntax you are looking for. I would be interested in here's Lumos and here's what I like about it. Yeah, definitely. Also, what I'm saying is ill Lumos. So it's, wait, where is, how do I get it? Hold on. Is it anywhere on here? Okay, well, I don't know how to find it, but this is what I'm saying. ILLUOUMOS. So it's Illumos. Yeah, so those are the words I'm saying. Or that's the word I'm saying. But yeah, it would be fun to do a video on like why I use this niche operating system and like what some of the advantages are, why like I like having the native ZFS on it. I like having dtrace when I need to debug something. I've done less and less of it now, but like it's just these are tools that I just know and kind of rely on. Void Linux, big fan of Void Linux. When I have to run Linux, I'm running Void. So yeah. You haven't heard of half of them. I don't know if it showed up with uname-a. Well, help if I didn't comment it out. No, it doesn't. Just OmniOS and SunOS. Interesting. Which SSH manager do you recommend for macOS? What is an SSH manager? I don't know what that is. I just use the SSH command. I don't know what an SSH manager is. Favorite init system? I don't know. I like Void Linux. I like Run It. I've gotten used to SMF, so I have SVCS. I think there's a lot of good things it does. There's a lot of things that I would change. For instance, I don't love that everything is XML. So I think you can do SVC export SSH, and it gives you XML. That's not great. We could even use my little command that I wrote. I think I have export SSH. And then, oh God, why did it change the background? That's hideous. That's awful that it did that. Yeah, so this command is not great. So like, I don't love that it's XML, but it made sense at the time, and it's some sort of data interchange format or whatever. Like it could be anything else. It doesn't have to be XML. You know what I mean? So I like the idea of separating that out, separating out the configuration from the code. Oh man. I have things running on some of them. I don't remember what each one of them is doing. Some of them like manage my photos and stuff, and One of them is Plex, so I like do things off this. Sync is how I sync files between my laptop and my desktop. So my You Suck at Programming stuff, like my thumbnails and stuff, all get synced between the two. That uses what is the sync thing? Sync thing. Oh my god, I was literally gonna say what is the sync thing? It's literally sync thing is what I use to sync those two things together. So yeah, they're doing stuff. Do you hate systemd? No, I don't hate it. I don't really hate software. I don't know. It's not my favorite thing. I don't think it's the death of Unix or whatever people say, but I don't have strong opinions about this stuff. Like, people ask me what I think about Rust. It's a pretty cool language. I like it. Like, do I hate systemd? I don't know. I don't really use it that much. Like, that's it. You're not going to get polarizing fun takes out of me. You're not going to be able to clip this and have something worth watching. What OS is your stream running on? We are on Mac OS. So my actual desktop right here, it's a Mac Studio that it's running off of. Change from Debian to Void, and the speed change was astonishing. Dude, I love Void. Oh my god, Void Linux is just one of my favorite. Please no politics, not all of us from. Dude, yeah, I'm joking. I would never actually just start talking about politics on my channel. That'd be such a waste. I would not enjoy that. I would burn out so fast. It'd be so boring. Let's see if I can ask again. What are your thoughts on VI mode on Bash command prompt? I never really used it. I find it a bit awkward. I think the Emacs bindings make a lot more sense. I just like the read line shortcuts that way. I've just never bothered with it that much. Your channel is underrated. Nice content. Yo, nice. Thank you. What a nice compliment. Put my bash script for Fedora in your bash channel in your Discord. Hope someone's finding it useful. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. That's super cool. Here's my question. Are we actually going to code today, or are we just going to hang out? I don't mind just hanging out. I'm actually, like, I'm chilling right now. I don't even know if I'm in the mindset for coding, to be honest. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, it looks nice. We coded this on stream before, and then I made a whole video on it. I'm going to make a new one that does network interfaces. That'll be the next video, I think. Or, you know, that'll be some future video. Yeah, dude, Void Linux is just awesome, man. Shift return to expand. Oh, that's a clever use of readline right there. I would love to see a video of your favorite non-standard bash tools, ones you actually seek to include. Oh, yeah, yeah. Because I am a big fan of ripgrep, RG, and I'm a big fan of FD for find, the two like Rust replacements of them. And definitely bat. I think a lot of people have seen me use bat before on my machines. Like, I love bat for viewing files. You click the join Discord, and you remember you already joined a couple months ago. Yeah, that's the funny thing about Discord. You join someone's server, and then like it just goes into a pile of servers that you're just sitting in. That's not the right thing. What am I doing? Why don't we just... There we go. Let's remind you guys of what's important. It's been 1 hour of chill. It's time to honor the Linux part of the title. Yeah, exactly, exactly. There we go. I'll do some piano for you guys. All right. Do a video on ulimit, please. Now, that'd be a fun video. That's a cool thing to cover. We could actually talk about how those limits are enforced and actually like pull up kernel code. I think it'd be kind of cool. Have you tried EXA instead of LS? Yeah, I couldn't get down with it. It was just too much for me. I wanted it to, like, just too much color and stuff like that. I'm sure I could probably customize it. I just haven't had a reason to go back. Howdy do. What's up, software? You already said hi. I already said hi to you. I started using BAT after I saw you using it. Nice, nice. Love hearing that. What's up, Casper? Piano time, that's right. W content, 100K in no time. Listen, I hope so. I hope so. I really want to hit 100K. Like, it's just such a vanity metric. Like, that's it. It's just for the vanity. I'm going to take a picture of me holding the plaque and put it on a t-shirt, so there'll be a t-shirt of me holding the plaque. It's going to be, I'm going to be so annoying about it. Got any cool Git configs? Nah, they're all super boring, actually. Where do you go with merges or rebases? Rebases if I'm updating my branch. a single like squashed commit for when I incorporate new code. I don't even know Git that well. I use whatever the option is that results in the least amount of stuff polluting the Git log. iNotify is fun. Yeah, that's a fun one. That's a Linuxism, I believe. I wrote code on Illumos to mirror what iNotify did. I don't even know where that code is. Man, I would definitely use it in my SSHP thing. I know I talked about that. Do I have that checked out? I do. Apparently I made changes to it. Oh, yeah, go me. In here I made something called fdwatcher.c. Does that use iNotify? No, it does not. iNotify is for watching files by path. I'm thinking of ePull, which is watching the file descriptor slightly different. But yeah, I made this like file fdwatcher thing in C that uses KQ or uses ePull. And that was fun to write. So it works on all different operating systems. So like if I run this and I do -H on SSHP, I can see using KQ right here. So that's pretty cool. Wow, I really did like color output. That's annoying. Did I take no color? Let's find out. I should probably check for no color, shouldn't I? This code could use a little overhaul. So if I make this 80 columns, it doesn't work. Oh yeah, it doesn't. When does it work? 81? 82? 83. So it needs to be, oh, and even then it doesn't work. All right, so this website takes up 84 columns. Something to keep in mind. I'd have to shave off 4 columns to make it work. I would like this to work on 80. I think that'd be really cool. Also, if you guys haven't seen it, this is my website. You can curl ysap.sh in your terminal. There you go. Loving this channel. I'm new to coding and my first language has been Bash. Learned from my bioinformatics class. That seems to be a common thing. I've heard multiple people in bioinformatics specifically say that. How do you change the color of your command on your terminal? Change the color of your command on your terminal. Can you be more specific with what you're asking? Do you mean the color of the output or this part right here that I'm highlighting? Because if it's this part that I'm highlighting, this is the prompt, and I can show you how to do that. I actually talk about that in my Bash course, which is free. Hey, love your content. I was wondering, what is your go-to parallel SSH tool? Wow, what an amazing question. Thank you so much for the layup. It's SSHP, the tool that I wrote myself. So I have a whole video on SSHP where I wrote this tool and I can SSH into multiple hosts using it, which is super easy, super fun to use. Yeah. Can I do an example of it? I might be able to do a quick example. Whatever. So yeah, this is the one I like. Git remote show origin. If you wanted to check it out yourself, it's on GitHub here. Yeah, don't run that fork bomb command. Let's make it responsive. Yeah, responsive TUI. I mean, a TUI makes sense, but when I've statically given you the bytes, like I can't really do much about that. Is SSHP public on GitHub? Absolutely it is. Just go here. It's completely public. You can download it. I have compilation things in there. Steps are there. I revisited an old script of mine, bad shebang, calling the date command, single brackets. Yeah, I shook my head and rewrote it. Yeah, great. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. I guess we can do a quick example here. I'll show you. Let's do host.txt. So we could say like, here is a host file. And I'll come up with different hosts. We'll have arbiter is the name of the host. Void is the name of another host. And we could even put an IP address as a third host and more comments here. So there we go. So now we can run SSHP with that as the file, and we can go onto each machine and run a uname. So there you go. So it logged into all 3 of these machines, ran this command, and gave you the output, and it did it all in parallel. By default, it'll run 50 at a time. That's high. I wonder how I came up with that default. And there's a lot of arguments here. So you can do that same command like this. You could take the data over standard in if you wanted to for some reason. So I could do like host.txt and pipe it into SSHP uname, get the same thing. I can do -A for anonymous mode. And nope, that passed it to uname. I'm stupid. I can do -A for anonymous mode. And now it just prints the output without the actual like host names in it. I can turn the color on, off, or auto. So like -C off. And now there's no color, which is nice. I can append a -E to give me the exit codes. And I can see exactly when they, I'm going to go ahead and turn color back on. I can see when they exited. That's kind of hard. You can do -D for debug. And it prints everything. It tells you what command it's going to run, what the PID is, what the mode. It tells you when it spawns new commands, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty cool. You can do a -M of 1, so it'll do a parallelization of one at a time. So you can see it kind of runs through each one and runs it, which is super nice. So even though it's SSH parallel, you can turn it into a serializer if you wanted to. If you knew your command was going to output a lot of things, like what's a command that outputs multiple things? Let's do a head of my bash RC. So there you go. That might be a little bit weird. And I know I'm doing it one at a time. I can do a -G to group them together. And now you get that. Now, the color is kind of weird. I don't love that I always output color like that. So let's do C off for color off. There you go. So you can see it'll log into one machine, run it, log into one machine, run it, log into one machine, run it. It makes it really nice to tail log files across multiple hosts. And the last thing I think is really cool, my favorite thing about this, is I can -J to join the output together. So if I say echo hi, it ran on 3, and all 3 of these hosts had this. So you can see it finished with one unique result. So now if I were to run uname, I can see that, oh look, Arbiter in this machine had SunOS, but this machine had Void. It makes it really easy to spot differences or discrepancies between hosts. So that's what SSHP does. It gives me permission denied. Git clone should not give you permission denied. It should just work. It's a public repo. You should be able to access it. Which terminal emulator to use? No, I use iTerm2, not the default on Mac. Yeah, git clone should just work for you. When Rust rewrite SSHP. If the C version didn't work as well as it did, I'd consider a Rust rewrite. But for now, works just fine. I don't care. I probably will not rewrite it, but I probably will make some changes. I don't love that color is the default, that it makes things green. Because what it does, I'll show you. It makes the output green if it's standard out, but it makes it red if it's standard error. So if I were to run something like echo hi and the echo command doesn't exist, you can see that now we get some, oh, give me a, why is it prompting for a password? There we go. That's what I expected. So that's what I get there. Also, it does take a SIG user 1, so you can send this as signal. So if I were to do something like this, like let's do SSHP one at a time, -D for debug, and we're going to run sleep 60. So as you can see, it spawned this one, and now it's sleeping for 60 seconds. If I pull up another terminal that's super small here, and I were to SSH into that machine, nope, it's running on my own machine. How awesome. I can take this PID 52601, I can kill -user1 52601, and now it'll print status information. So it'll say SIG user 1 received, 1 is running, 0 have finished, 2 remaining, 3 total. These are the running processes. PID 52602 for the hostname Arbiter. So I can see that that PID is currently running. That's what the SSH is. So if I kill that one, 52602, you can see that we get an exit of 255. It took this many milliseconds, and now it's spawned the next one. So this thing handles a whole bunch of stuff for you. And then you can tell I got a SIGINT. So my program, SSHP, knew that it had to go kill that outstanding SSH process. So it's feature complete. I've spent a lot of time on this software to make it good. Oh, man. Let's see what we got here. Dang, that's slick. Yo, thank you. I work as a PM at a tech company, and one of the devs told me that we will need 1 week to make a feature I requested, so I just did it myself using Claude Code and pushed the PR. It took me only 3 minutes to do exactly what I wanted. Our entire website is now down, but it was beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. We don't need to make up fake story about AI code bringing down systems when there's enough real stories out there. We don't need to flood the market with it. But yeah, I have nuanced thoughts around using AI and stuff like that. I don't need to dive into them here because I need to actually sit down with them and think about them and come up with how I want to present them. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. All right, well, I am getting kind of tired and I'm hungry. So I know we didn't write any code today. Sorry about that. But I think it's going to be a code-free stream. I think we're just going to, we hung out, we talked about tech. I think I'm going to call it a night. Just because, yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I could use some lay down on the couch and watch TV time. That sounds very nice. Oh, man. All right, well, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and hit that follow button. That'd be much appreciated. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get that number way bigger. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I think it's super nice. And we're going to do something that I haven't done because I'm bad and forget. But Twitch, we're going to raid someone, okay? Because that's what you're supposed to do. And I always forget because I'm just stupid. So we will go ahead and we'll raid someone. I don't know who to raid. I don't know if I have anyone who's I'm following that's streaming right now. Yeah. So if you're on Twitch and you have someone that you think I should raid, I would go ahead and happily raid them. Probably someone in the software thing, right? Can I scroll through? This interface is just terrible. It really is just the worst. Bad Cop is not on streaming right now. The Primogen, is he streaming right now? I know who that is. I've watched a couple of his videos. This interface is terrible. This is why I don't raid people. This is a mess. How do people use this? This is ridiculous. The Dave Eddy guy is pretty cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid me. I think that'd be fun. Post the link in the YouTube chat. What link am I posting? Yo, what's up, Transmit to Ground? Yeah, we're wrapping up for the night. So. Oh, I can just do /raid commands. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I want to raid. I would like to. Well, first of all, I'd like to raid someone I know. I don't know the Primogen. He seems like a cool guy. I just haven't met him. But I know he's a big streamer. I kind of want to raid someone who's like a smaller streamer who could use like a little boost in viewership. You know what I mean? But I don't know any of these people. What if I like raid someone that like they're just like a terrible person, you know what I mean? Like like that'd be super lame. Not that I think anyone on Twitch is a terrible person, but you know what I mean? It's like, oh, go check out this person, and they just end up like sucking. It's like, ugh, yeah, I wish I didn't endorse them. Whoopsies. But yeah, I guess if people are saying the Primogen, we could raid the Primogen. Is he streaming right now? Is that a thing? Let me see. Is it Primogen or the Primogen? Yo, American Doggo, thank you so much for the subscription, the Prime subscription. That is super nice. Well, I got bad news for you, American Doggo. I'm wrapping up for the night. But thank you so much for the subscription. Is this loading? Okay, well, this is weird. Oh my god, yeah, okay, he's streaming. He has 1,300 viewers? That's wild. Oh, man, No, I want to stream someone small. I want to raid someone smaller. Someone that could use like a little boost in viewership. Let me refresh this page. Let's see where we're going. We're just going to pick someone random. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop dawdling on this. Where's that button? There it is. Raid channel. Oh, we got some VTubers. How fun is that? Making a game. That sounds kind of fun. Oh, this person's playing Super Mario 64. What does that have to do with programming? This is why I don't raid people. It just takes too long. All right, here we go. We got a fun new VTuber over here. I'm going to raid them. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate it. We're going to raid this person to make their night, hopefully. That's all I got. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'll see you guys in more long-form videos. So thank you so much for tuning in. I think it's super cool. Have a good night. I'll see you, everyone. Take care.